kickoff for Carolina.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Panthers. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The kickoff for Carolina.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
At the 23, it's second and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
By Jeremy Chin. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss.
2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Complete to Seth.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pick.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Green to bring it back. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier. Christian Jones got him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 40-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Quickly out wide to Moore. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Pass complete to DJ Moore. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up from McCaffrey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
On 40 extra points.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
52 to mark, boy, 52. Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
7 on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Here's Swift. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
DeAndre Swift.
2nd down and 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
One more time with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Matt Prater.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will take over.
82-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Johnson, the ball carrier. The tackle by Brian Burns.
Play action. Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively.
Yetur Gross-Matos. A loss of 4 yards on the sack. And it's 4th down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Detroit. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From his own goal line, Stafford trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, And now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Lions.
Ready, lady, double right.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
To carry on Johnson.
A gain of 3, second down.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Second and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third and...
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Try to power it in with Arma. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stump the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Set to Valve. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Panthers 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
On the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Davis, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Christian Jones got him down. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Robbie Anderson.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bridgewater to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. The 40. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Detroit, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week